slope that dissects the back of that green.
Miyu Yamashita, this at 6 to get it to 2 under. So that race for Rolex Player of the Year still on. She'd have to win it though. She's right there on the race to the CME Globe behind the leader, Tidekun.
Probably the easiest weather conditions I've ever seen around this golf course. Typically we see more wind at this time of year, but it's warm with very light winds today.
Yeah, looking at the forecast from the tournament, it is going to continue for the next 3 days. So it's going to be very, very comfortable heading into Thanksgiving week next week, which is a busy time down here in Naples. We're sort of getting into the height of the winter season down here. Restaurants are busy at 5 o'clock. Now Yamashta for the birdie.
Tom Abbott can always get a reservation.
It's an early crowd here. It's an early crowd.
Tom throwing shots at the Naples folk early in the show today. It's been quite a crazy season from that perspective. Tremendous depth in the tour, but also just no real dominant superstars. But these two players were always in the mix, very, very consistent. And Yamashita certainly with the breakout season as a rookie as well.
Yamashita here.
It was a decent bunker shot to this point. This putt slopes away from her past the hole. So challenge is just having enough courage to get it to the hole, because this first part should be uphill. Plenty of speed.
Only been 6 bogeys here today. It's going to be a...
Back at the 10th, Miyu Yamashita second.
She looked too thrilled with that. Got a little bit towards her toes there. Saying she pulled.
Arm stroke on it with the right pace. It's an inside the hole putt.
Brilliant putting, part of her success this year.
Just consistency, a huge part of her success. I don't see any holes in the game.
Like that. Well done. So 2 under. Just that one bogey at the last. Tidekun, #1 in the race to the CME Globe, and also #1 in the world. Miyu Yamashita, terrific season, a rookie season. Louise Suggs, Rolex Rookie of the Year at 2 under here.
Two different styles of player as well. Yamashita getting more done on the putting surface, not as powerful off the tee. This one more club than Gino.
A little bit off balance on some of her last couple of shots there. Getting a little bit towards her toes, trying to save a pull.
And not as much water in these little ponds. Yamashita, this lengthy one to get it to 3 under.
A little deceptive, ball below her feet, but moving the other direction on the putt. And that's the tendency when the feet and the eyes don't match.
So both with a little work to do to save par. Important, obviously, to get off to a good start here.
Miyu Yamashita for birdie.
This hole in the low portion of the green, it slopes away from her, back down the hill.
It's a good line. And how does that not drop? Just straightening out at the end. LPGA, which is 65, so really good performance from So-Mi Lee. This is a 14.
Moment ago, Miyu Yamashita, this for bogey. Hit her second shot way left, had to take an unplayable. And then does that.
Oh, about that, Terry. I said earlier, it's a bit of an awkward layup there on 14.
And because of the length, it's going to be a challenging 2-shot hole for her.
Yeah, when you look at the season for Miyu, she's one of the shortest players on the LPGA Tour, but yet she's got a chance to win the Rolex Player of the Year.
It really is remarkable, especially the dichotomy between these two players today. On the 9th hole, there was 60 yards between their two drives. Not as much difference today on this hole.
Light hits the ball a long way. She was rounded 68 today. But a different game for Yamashta.
Very nice touch there. Off a grainy lie. Needed to be precise on the landing.
She just is exceptional in scrambling. 3rd on tour.
Keep it here for Miyu.
She's got a 5 hybrid. Both women hit the same club on the previous par 3, number 12. This on a conservative line out to the right.
We're seeing her opponent miss it left. Not surprised to see that one a little bit right up the flagstick.
It's okay. Mentioned that Rolex.
Past the hole. So if she gets too aggressive with this lengthy putt, it will slope away quite a bit. About 2 feet past the hole can get away from her.
Year after year we sit here with this whole location and nobody can read it properly.
That's true. You're right. You're in, you're out.
It's just really flat and it's very subtle, and you try and read too much into it. It's tough to trust that it's actually quite straight.
So par putts left as we keep it here, and Gino left with this. Missed one similar length earlier.
A little simpler putt from this side, although it will want to squeeze to her right. She does tend to hit it with a little more pace. You can see Gino's the last several holes. You can see she just likes to die it in. You know, has that kind of dying pace. Miyu can be a little bit more forceful with this.
Set up with this well outside the hole.
Yeah. Knew what she was doing. Well done. Leader So Meadly at 8 under, standing by with Amy.
Miyu Yamashita to go first with her second shot.
She has 211 yards to cover the front edge. That's a good number to aim for because short gets a little dicey. So if she can cover that front number, it opens up the landing area. Didn't cover, but that's a good position from there.
We saw Gino lose her tee shot right.
But perfect now.
Well, now they've got very similar shots, but Miyu will be playing her third.
Ball back in her stance, just trying to get solid contact. And I think that skipped maybe a little bit more than she expected, but not bad.
Yeah, interesting that landing that in the fringe and it's still released past the hole. You'd think it would stop up a bit quicker. It's really the money maker for her around the greens. Major champ this year, winning the AIG Women's Open.
From that spot, poor tee shot, unlucky with the second, but
that was a player who just didn't look flustered by what was.
Just has that mental ability to put things behind her and really refocus on the next shot.
Yes, Miyu Yamashita, look at these putting numbers. I mean, it's just incredible. That's really been such a key for her this year, as we talked about, around the greens and on the greens. Seen a few players fooled around the hole today, though, on this one page.
Yeah, where she's standing, ball is above her feet, so it will want to move from right to left. But kind of where the hole is, it starts to level out a little bit.
Good birdie. He just You know, it's a hole that players have been hitting 7 irons onto, and Miyu has what looked like a 3-wood back.
One more hole to play in this opening round for that final pairing. Miyu Yamashita and Gino Titakun. Here's Miyu.
And big wide fairway on this finishing hole. And this splitting it right down the middle.
Oh, gets a real.
Back with a rookie who's won Rookie of the Year honors this season, but she also won 13 times in Japan. Miyu Yamashita getting set for her second at the last.
And this is a 4 hybrid. Likely just looking at that right side of the green. 177 to cover front.
A little bit of an upslope would be helpful to get some more height, but not even flirting at all with that flag stick.
Big disadvantage to be that far back. Pairing Gino and Miyu in the overall race, so just indicative of the season that she has had. Consistent, lengthy one for Yamashita.
And she does such a nice job of really kind of swinging the pendulum with her shoulders and, you know, upper body. It's so still throughout, and all the motion comes from that.
She's got a fairly quick pace to her tempo with her putting, but it's very repeatable.
How good was that putt? Really well judged. Don't have to deal with the shadows right now. Everything part of the shadow on the green at 18. Okay. 70. I mentioned that 71 start for Gino Titakun last year, eventually winning.